Okay, this is a quick informal video on how to fix a Panasonic Whisperlight fan with heater. That's it. You're in the bathroom. What I experienced, I've actually already done the fix. I'm just going to explain what happened really quick. So I had my vent here. I could turn that on. I could hear it start. The fan worked fine. And then I would turn on the heater, and the solenoid would kick in this fancy Honeywell, but it wouldn't start. So I thought, oh, I think the heater fan is burnt out or something. And I had never noticed anything happen, so I wasn't quite sure. So if you ever need to take this apart, super easy to do. Just kind of pull it down, you'll see I have a spring-loaded clip there. Pull it together, and it'll come down. See, it's just spring-loaded, super easy. That's the inside. You can see the fan is still turning a little bit there. That's the exhaust fan. This is the blower unit for the heater. So the air comes out of here, it gets sucked in there. So I thought, oh, that's bad. So, but before I bought a new one or ripped all this out, I took my trusty AC voltage detector. If you don't have one of these, they're amazing. Use them all the time to see when things are live or not. I can read DC or AC. That's 100, and anything over 100 volt AC. So if I turn it on, it's on. You can see it's in green, so it's in the green. It's in the AC mode. If I swap it, that would go into the 24 volt plus DC mode. I want to be in AC because this is all on house current, 120 volt house current. And I noticed that there were these two wires, number 1 and number 2. And to my good fortune, I actually had the same setup in the other bathroom. So in this bathroom, I took my tester, tested the 2 wires, and they had no power to them until I turned on the fan. Oh, you can see here even, right? So it's pretty powerful. It can register even when there's power there. And when I turned the 2 buttons on, both of those wires showed power, meaning that there was power being switched on at the wall, going to the exhaust fan and then to the blower unit for the heater. So I decided I'm going to try the same thing over here. I turned on the fan. I'll do that here. I went up and I tested, and sure enough, the smaller one there had power. This one did not. But then I went and I tested, turned on this switch. Ooh. And when I turned on that switch, everything looked like it was working on that switch. But when I tested the heater blower power, I got nothing. So I said, oh, that's interesting. I bet there's a problem with this fancy Honeywell switch. So I turn this fan off, exhaust fan, swap the switch out. It was pretty easy. Just swapping the switch, rewiring it. You can see the old one there, the new one there. And I turned on the heater. This one here doesn't have anything attached to it, so it's just this one. And sure enough, it has now started up. This is still turning because that's the exhaust fan. It just takes a long time to slow down. This is the fan that I'm interested in now, and look. Sure enough, and it's working, and I get heat. And all I had to do was change that switch because that thing broke. Put a new one in. I did not have to buy a whole new fan. I didn't have to hire a contractor to come out to fix it or diagnose it. I just needed my trusty pen and a little bit of exploration. Good luck with your fixes.